All right, let's talk about the pros and cons of living in San Diego. All right, so what's up, everybody? I'm Wesley Guest. I'm a local real estate agent here in San Diego. If you're interested in learning everything about San Diego, then go ahead and click subscribe and make sure to tap that little bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. So real quick, if you're moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm getting tons of calls, texts, and emails, and I absolutely love it. If there's anything I can do to help you reach or achieve your real estate goals, I will 100% make it happen. Okay, so pro number one is going to be the weather. San Diego has legendary weather. Tourism is one of our biggest industries, and we can thank the weather. Check out these stats of San Diego versus the country's average. A typical day in San Diego is usually a very nice, comfortable day. Any day is a potential beach day. We get very little rain. We get virtually no snow. The weather and climate in San Diego is incredibly comfortable. Okay, so pro number two is going to definitely be the beaches. San Diego is over 70 miles of coastline. There are very few locations in the entire San Diego that are actually that far from the surf and the sand. Pro number three, I kind of mashed up two different categories because I think they're pretty closely related in my opinion. That would be the restaurant and dining options and the craft beer scene here. So as far as dining out, we have some great and very diverse options. Everything from fresh sushi, Italian classics, world-class steakhouses. We have it all. One of my personal favorites is going to be Mexican food, whether it be restaurant, taco stand. We have some amazing options. There are also over 150 local breweries in San Diego. That's not even including tasting rooms and local pubs. The craft beer scene here in San Diego is credited as being the craft beer capital of the world. It's an incredible scene, and I highly recommend checking it out. All right, so pro number four is going to be San Diego's culture. In fact, most people don't know this, but San Diego is actually home to the United States' largest cultural urban park, which is Balboa Park. Very, very closely located to downtown San Diego. It has art galleries, it has museums, it has gardens, and of course the world famous San Diego Zoo. It's an amazing experience and I highly recommend you check it out. Pro number five is definitely going to be the proximity to different places and experiences here within San Diego. When you live here, it feels like there's something happening almost every single weekend. We get major sporting events, we get concerts, we get beer gardens, golf tournaments, horse races, all kinds of stuff to do on the weekends. So in addition, San Diego is ideally located for short day trips or maybe a weekend trip. We're about an hour and a half away from Disneyland. We're less than 3 hours away from snow and snowboarding up in Big Bear. We're about 5 hours outside of Las Vegas by car. Park City, Utah for snowboarding and skiing, that's about a 2-hour flight away. And the local mountains and desert areas are only about an hour and a half's drive. All right, so now let's talk about some of the cons. Con number one is definitely going to be the cost of living. Right now, San Diego is ranked number 12 on the list of most expensive cities to live in the United States. But it's also important to note that San Diego ranks number 5 as far as quality of life. Con number two is going to be the traffic. Traffic jams in San Diego can be considerable, especially during rush hour or certain times of day. The way I get around this is I just try to find alternate routes if possible. There's usually a faster route no matter what's happening on whatever road or highway it may be. Also, if you're comparing traffic, San Diego does have traffic, but it's a lot less congested and it's nowhere near what you face if you live in other popular Southern California cities such as Los Angeles or Orange County. Con number three is going to be transportation. The public transportation in San Diego is really not that good. The only time that it's really feasible to use is if you work and live maybe in the city downtown. You can use the trolleys, the bus, maybe the coaster to come from North County. But for the most part, San Diegans find that at least one vehicle per household is probably going to be absolutely necessary. Con number 4 is going to be the lack of professional sports teams here in San Diego. It's no secret the San Diego Chargers left San Diego a few years ago to try their luck up in LA. Good luck. But the good news is we have the San Diego Padres, and the San Diego Padres, even though they may not be a perennial contender, they play in Major League Baseball's best ballpark, Petco Park. In addition to the San Diego Padres, we have the San Diego Gulls. Those hockey games are so much fun. We also have major golf tournaments and tournament play here. And we have a surging San Diego State football team with a brand new stadium that is scheduled to begin construction very soon. It's going to be a world-class collegiate facility. And San Diego State's men's basketball team is actually ranked in the top 5 in the nation at the time of this recording. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what some of the pros and cons are of living here in San Diego. If you have additional pros and cons, if you agree, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see or to read what you think. And don't forget, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'd love to help you out.